Welcome friends back to Dan's Jam Kitchen. I'm your host Donnell Barlow. Today we're going to be making our street tacos with steak, as well as a coleslaw and a grilled pineapple and corn pico de gallo. So we're going to begin with grilling our pineapple first. I drizzled a little bit of fig balsamic vinegar on there, as well as a serrano pepper that's going to go in the pico, and we're grilling corn, and I just drizzled that with a little bit of olive oil. And then we're going to get back to grilling the meat and making the rest of the meal. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and make those corn tortillas. It's actually really simple. You do equal parts of the corn flour with water, and then to mine I added a little sriracha, some black pepper, some sriracha sea salt actually, and some chili flakes. So you roll that up into a ball and you let it sit for about 30 minutes, and you want to cover it with a towel or some saran wrap. So I just take a little chunk off of that, form a little ball here, and then I have some saran wrap on my chopping block here. We're going to take one more piece over the top and then get our rolling pin, and we're just going to roll that out into little tortillas. So I cook these on my crepe maker, but you could also cook them in a pan and put it on the barbecue as well. Super easy. You can add any seasonings to it. And then once you just cook them on each side, just takes a few minutes, they look just like that. Alright, so now we're going to get to grilling the steak, and I'm going to have my friend Kelton over here take over. This is his recipe.
Alright guys, so now I'm going to share with you an old lively family recipe for marinating steak. The first thing that we need is 2 types of barbecue sauce. The barbecue sauce that we're using today is from Longhorn Barbecue in Spokane, Washington. Now the trick is to use 2 different types of barbecue sauce. You want to use 1 part mesquite and 1 part honey barbecue sauce. The nice thing about this ration is that you can use it in a big batch or a small batch depending on how many people you need to feed. So we take 1 part of the honey barbecue sauce, mix it with 1 part of the mesquite barbecue sauce. Then you want to add your own spices. I like to use a little bit of allspice, salt, some ginger, and then let it sit overnight. The trick with this is to add a little bit of beer. It really helps get the flavor into the meat and also breaks it down and makes it easier to chew. The way we have it set up right now is kebab style. It makes it very, very easy to cook on the grill. It also allows it to get very, very even coverage. Once you're done with cooking the meat, you can use the excess marinade as a sauce if you want your particular steak to be a little bit more juicy than the rest of them. So now that we have our steak on the skewers, we're gonna go ahead and place them on the grill. I tend to do it just a little bit diagonally, and you can tell it's cooking because you can hear that grilling sound. One more on there, just for even coverage. Now you want to pay close attention to make sure that the steak doesn't get too cooked on either side, but you can just flip them to your heart's content. I like mine a little bit more crispy, so I'll let them grill for a little bit longer.
Okay, so we're going to go ahead and finish off that pico de gallo. First, I chopped up some tomatoes, some garlic, and some onion, and then to that, we're going to add our grilled corn, our grilled serrano peppers, and our grilled pineapple. And then finish it off with just a little bit of cilantro. So in our coleslaw, we're going to have a grilled sriracha cauliflower, and the sauce for that is we're going to do about a half a cup of sriracha, depending on how much sriracha you love, a tablespoon of soy sauce, 2 tablespoons of rice wine vinegar, and then a tablespoon of honey. I mix that all together. I'm going to put it in foil and just set that directly on the grill. So while we're waiting for the sriracha cauliflower to grill on the oven, I'm going to make the sauce for the coleslaw. I did 1/3 of a cup of Greek yogurt, and it's plain, with 1/2 of an avocado. I mashed that together. And then I added a little bit of apple cider vinegar for some tang, a tablespoon of honey, as well as a little bit of our sriracha sea salt, and a drop of a lime essential oil and a ginger essential oil, but you could of course use fresh lime and fresh ginger. I just like using the essential oils because they're highly concentrated and you can use them for so many different medicinal purposes. To that, we're gonna add 1/2 of a red cabbage and a green cabbage chopped and carrot shredded. All right, so there you have it, our street tacos. We made our own corn tortillas, but you could also purchase corn tortillas or even make a salad if you wanted a healthier version. We filled that with our steak and then also our coleslaw and our pico de gallo with grilled corn and pineapple. Thank you for joining me so much on our 4th of July edition of Dance Jam Kitchen. Check you next time. Let's hit it. My damn phone.
Oh,
it was my phone at the end.
With the knife too.
With a knife.
Beautiful for spacious skies and amber waves of rain. Oh, purple mountain majesty above the fruited plain. America, America, God shed His grace on me and crown thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining